Okay guys, welcome back to Airguns Extreme, and here tonight we are gonna go over what I plan on using for this upcoming squirrel season. 3 guns that are gonna be out in the woods. These are the 3 that are most likely almost every hunter gonna be out for different situations. And what I mean by different situations means it all depends on the terrain and what I'm going to plan on hunting, where I'm going to go, and what's the distance, how far am I going to shoot. It all comes down to that. And I got all 3 of these guns out here right now that are all sighted in, tuned in, all with different items, projectiles, I guess you would say. And you know, they're all different. They're all different regged. Or 2 of them are regulated, the other one's not. But we're gonna go down the line here, and these are probably, like I said, the most 3 that I'm gonna be taking out that are not break barrels. These are the high pressure PCP guns. But the first one, we're gonna start out from close range guns to the farther range gun. And first one is the Squirrel NPO3 22 cal PCP. This gun right here, this is my close range gun. You know, this gun is really accurate right now. I got it tuned in right now with Crosman Premier hollow points. Got a center point spectrum, first focal plane on the scope, side focus. You know, the first focal planes are a great scope to hunt with. It's got adjustable backstock. You guys all seen the review with me doing this gun. But yeah, this is my close range gun. Got a Donnie FL on the tip, quiets it down. It's the Tanto, Tantu, and it really quiets it down. And as I said, so this is like a close range. This is my gun from 10 yards to about 45-ish. I know I could push it out a little bit farther, but guys, this is what I'm going to be using for some different yardages, and depends on the terrain, like I said, and it comes down to what gun I want to take. Got the side shot clamp on this gun. Just came back from up north, and got a little pest video for you guys, so I'm in the making of editing that tonight. But yeah guys, so this is the Squirrel NPO3, Squirrel Puncher NPO3. You know, it's unregulated, so I don't have the regulated shots, or regulated, but still it's that consistent. Right now I might be wrong, but this gun right now is shooting about, Crosman Premier's about 820 feet per second. Which is kind of slow, but I don't care, it's deadly accurate. So but yeah, this is my close range gun. Is the Squirrel NPO3. Put this one down, and then we're gonna get into my next one. So my next one is the Air Venturi Avenger in 22, and this is a popular gun. And thanks to Mississippi Airguns for shipping this one to me to have and use for the channel. They also went ahead and sent me the scope that I have on top. It's the Element Helix, and it's a great combo for this gun. Nice wood stock. This gun right now is actually tuned in with a Barracuda 18 pellet, and this is like my mid-range gun. So this gun is, obviously, all 3 of these guns I'm going to show you guys could be used for close range, and I am going to use them for close range too. But if I had to pick what I'm going to hunt with, or hunt for, then it would depend on what kind of gun I want to take. But side lever, you guys all seen that. You guys all probably know what the Avengers are. Nothing different than the older models. No suppressor on the tip. This one's pretty quiet. So yeah, this would be like my mid-range gun. This Element Helix is just crystal clear glass, and it's got a side focus wheel on it, or side focus. I could get the wheel for it. I think I'm going to, but the scope is just perfectly dead sighted in, on the money, and can split playing cards with it. So the next one is, this one is a little more higher in pellets. The next one I'm going to show you guys, I don't really tend to use this one for like smaller game. I'll tell you guys why. So basically this one right here is another Air Venturi Avenger, but this one's in 25 cal, and this one is a 25 obviously, but I have this one tuned out right now to shoot Nelson Specialty slugs and FX hybrids and H&Ns. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, I can't seem to find any slugs. Where are you getting yours at? Blah, blah. There's a lot of websites, guys. You just got to look. But I got this gun tuned out for slugs only. The reason why I got it tuned out for slugs only is because it's a slug gun. Slugs shoot extremely well in this gun. And I tuned it in for them. And I'm at 2400 regged. And three turns in. Yeah, 3 turns in. And sorry guys, I just had a little confusion there. 3 turns in, they're shooting roughly about, with the Nelsons, they're shooting about 850 something feet per second. And they're spot on. The scope I have on this one is the older model center point 3-9 by 32 power scope. This is actually a classic scope, and I've had the scope ever since I started my YouTube channel, and it's still spot on. Like, it's dented, nicked up, it's got scratches all over it. The tube's a little bent in places, but it still works just good, and it's still dead on. Another thing is, guys, I would show you guys the pellets and the slugs, but I don't have them out here right now. But this one, like I said, is my slug gun only. Now this one I probably wouldn't use for close range, just because it's a slug gun, I call it. And if you guys don't know, that slugs actually will demolish a lot of game. And I don't tend to use this one a lot for smaller game, just because the fact is, because it's a slug gun. And I would kind of generate it as too much power. It's pushing over 40 foot-pounds with the slugs, almost 50 foot-pounds of energy with a slug on my tune. And you know, it's just a little bit overkill for closer range. I got this 25 Avenger, like I said, tuned in with the slugs, but I'm gonna use it for late season. Here's the reason why, is because our squirrels up here, late season, you can't get close enough for them, or to them. So you gotta reach out there and poke them a little bit. And yeah, you could do it with the other two. You could do it with any gun, as long as you know what you're doing and tuned in right and all that. But I like shooting slugs at longer distance, is because they're more accurate. The wind doesn't push them as much. They're more flatter shooting. They're more stable and everything like that. So it all works out perfect. And I tried the FX hybrids and the Avenger in 22, and I got some good results. I got about a 1-inch group at 50 yards. But then again, it comes down to the tuning process. So if I can tune them in, I know I can do better than that out of the 22 Avenger. The Crawl NPO3 is not a slug gun. I tried slugs. They don't even shoot good. They're all over. You're talking like a basketball-sized group out of it. And it just doesn't work good. So I just keep the Crawl as just a pellet only. And pellets work good out of it. It's a lower power gun. That's why I call it for close range, because it's only roughly, you know, it shoots below about 20, 7 foot-pounds of energy with a lighter pellet, which is not a lot, but it's a little bit more than your standard brake barrel guns. I'm not planning on using brake barrels this year. You guys all know that I was big into the Swarm series last year, and now I kind of moved on. So I'm not going to be using the brake barrels this year like I did last year. Just to the fact is because these PCPs are a lot more accurate, and I got a good air source. So it does come down to, with all 3 of these guns, if any of you wanted to go out right now and buy all 3 of these, or just look at one of them to buy one, the Crawl NPL3 is hand pump friendly. It's got a 180cc bottle. It's easy to pump. These 2 Avengers right here are a pain in the butt to hand pump. I did the 25, and it took me from the regulator of 2400 up to 4350, I think is the max pressure. It took me over 80 strokes up and down, and it just took too much out of me, guys. And I came down to the point where I was like, no more. So the other thing is, if you guys are going to get the Avenger, get a nice compressor, get a scuba bottle, air them up like that. My Young Hang compressor airs up both of these Avengers, actually all 3 of these guns right here, I could air up all 3 under 20 minutes, and I'm ready to be shooting. All you do is grab your pack of pellets and bam, you're on. But yeah, guys, so that's like kind of like 21 small game season guns that you guys are going to be seeing out there. I'm still working on getting a side shot clamp for the 30 mil element. So Mississippi Air Guns, if you're watching this, greatly appreciate if you send me a side shot clamp for 30 mil. So yeah, anyways guys, that's it. We're out of here. Stay tuned. Our squirrel season is 1 week from today starts, so I'm getting pumped up. These guns are all ready to go. They're all tuned in, all shooting well. They're ready. They're just talking to me every night and saying, hey, when are we gonna go? So anyways guys, that's it. We're out of here. You're watching Air Guns Extreme. We'll see you guys on the next one.